right. We are live. My name is Lisa Starr Francis, and I'm here with the Word Oracle Alchemy System, and this is the card for today. Today's reflection is brought to us by the letter P, and the color orange. So the Word Oracle Alchemy System has cards that are double-sided. One side has a big list of words. These ones all begin with P because, of course, this card has the alphabet letter P on it. And these cards are used in many ways. One of the things these cards offer us in the guidebook with the deck, let me just get the guidebook in my hand. I'm having a function problem. All right, so the guidebook has one card pulls in it. So this is the simplest version of using the Word Oracle to achieve word alchemy, which is what we practice when we're doing that. And what that really means is shifting the frequency of words, because words are energetic. So each day, this reflection that we do with each card allows you to have a direct experience with the energetics of words, because each card, each letter of the alphabet presents us with 3 words and a reflection from the guidebook in a part of the guidebook that is called the Mystical Word Potion. And that is 104 quotes, if you will, one from each of the cards, because there are 104 of these alphabetically related cards. The alphabet is the lexicon here, and words are the medium we all connect with using the alphabet. So each day, a letter, a color, 3 words, and a reflection from the card. And the cards, the Word Oracle is here as a bit of a interrupter of word patterns that we are used to. So it does speak in its own unique way, and each day you never know what you get. So we're going to go today to the letter P, and we're going to get started with our direct experience from the letter P and the color orange. So words, as I said, carry frequency. And now we're going to experiment and feel that directly, because nothing is true for us unless we try it for ourselves. People can tell us stuff, we can read stuff in a book, but it is indeed the practice, the trying of it, whether it is for us, whether we feel something from whatever practice it might be. So this gives you this experience easily in a short period of time. So there are 3 words. They each begin with the letter P. I'm going to say each word one at a time. And after I say the word, you will repeat it to yourself. You can repeat it out loud or in your head. Either way, whatever works for you. And when we say it, we're just noticing whether we feel something in our body. We're noticing what comes up. Maybe we think something. So we're just going to be in the noticing. This is about noticing. So the first word today from the letter P is the word protection. Protection. So say that to yourself. And notice as you say it. Do you feel anything? Did you feel it in your body? What happened? You just want to notice. So with each word, we're simply saying it and noticing. And the reason this is different for us is because most of the time we deal with words as a package deal in sentences, in paragraphs, and in conversations. We're rarely dealing with a word by itself, just experiencing it. So that's what we're doing here. So let's get to our second P word. And the second word today is profit. 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 I hope that my sound was good. I just noticed that my sound button was down, so I apologize if there's any sound variation in this video. For those of you who will see it in repeat, I apologize. Okay, so that second word is profit. Profit. Say it to yourself, and as you do, notice when you say profit. Do you feel that in your body somewhere? Does your mind go to the dictionary meaning of profit? Do you think of some experience where you have had the experience of having a profit? Just notice what happens when you deal with the word yourself by itself as you say it to yourself. That is what we are doing. And the third P word today is plenty. Plenty. So again, we're saying that to ourselves out loud or in our head. And we're noticing where it might land in our body. Did we feel something? Did the word make us feel constricted? Did we feel expanded? We just want to notice what these words are doing. And every day when you watch these videos, you'll begin to be more acquainted with the noticing, and you'll feel where they're landing. Like, I can feel a word when it lands somewhere up in my body. I can feel when it lands in my thing. I can feel when it feels not clean to me, like it has a little residue on it. I can feel that. So some words are going to make us feel contracted. Other words are going to be neutral. We're going to feel nothing at all. And other words are going to make us feel great because they connect us with feelings in our body that are stored with good memories related to them. So words are very powerful energy. All right, so we are finished with our three-word direct experience. I guess that is what we call that, a three-word direct experience with Word Alchemy. And now I'm going to go into the guidebook, and I am going to find the quote from the letter P in the guidebook, the orange P. And I am going to read that for us all right now. So this is the quote from today's card, the letter P, and it says, "With daily painstaking persistence, teach yourself to get quiet enough that you can hear the wise knowing that exists in you. Then once heard, act on this knowing with your passion flowing." So again, the card says, with daily painstaking persistence, teach yourself to get quiet enough that you can hear the wise knowing that exists in you. Then, once heard, act on this knowing with your passion flowing. All right. So let's talk about the core principle in that message. It's telling us that inner wisdom is always present. It's always there. But often that inner wisdom is drowned out by noise, distraction, and constant activity. So quiet persistence is what creates space to hear. So by applying ourselves to get quiet enough, that's how we get to hear it. So the practice is actually simple. We become still. We listen inwardly. We recognize the guidance because we become still and we listen. And when we have a nudge, we know it's a nudge. And then we can act with courage and conviction because we got quiet first and listened. So wisdom, when we get quiet and allow wisdom to guide action, life begins to move in supportive and fruitful ways. The law is this: stillness reveals wisdom. Action guided by wisdom produces meaningful results. So that is the core principle of today's quote. And I like to also include a biblical echo, something from the Bible that speaks to the same idea as the P card. So today, the biblical echo is verse 1, Psalm 46, verse 10, "Be still and know that I am God." And the meaning of that is that stillness opens the awareness to divine presence and wisdom. Stillness. Be still. That's the only way we can hear, is when we be still. That's the true way to hear. So it connects with the card because both speak to the idea of quieting the mind, which allows inner knowing to become clear and trustworthy. So stillness is the key to having the inner knowing that you feel is trustworthy, that you can act on, because you've gotten it in that way. You've gotten that in that way. So that is the biblical echo for today. I also like to include a wisdom teacher echo from my past. So I have been studying metaphysics since I was about 23. I really got into it. I am 66 now, so that's a long time. That's a lot of books. It's a lot of practices. And one of my teachers along the way was Charles Fillmore, and his quote today says, "The still small voice within is the voice of God." So Mr. Charles Fillmore taught that divine intelligence speaks through inner intuition and spiritual awareness. So being still, again, why this connects, why that quote connects with this card, is because both refer to the idea that when we become quiet enough to hear the inner wisdom and act upon it, it begins to move with purpose and fruitful flow. So be still and know leads to fruitful flow. And that is today's reflection from the letter P. And I hope that you have found some value in this little direct experience. If you noticed things about the words that you'd like to share, if any of them made you feel great, if any of them made you feel contracted, if you noticed anything that you'd like to share, feel free to write that. If you are following along, you should be keeping a little list. Should is one of those crazy words, but might not bother you. It's a suggestion. Comes out because we all speak English like that. I apologize. Here's a suggestion. If you like this, you can choose to keep a little list of words that may have contracted you. And when I have a free word bank session in Zoom, you can come and we will do something to clean up the energy, because one of the things that this deck does is it shifts the energy of words so that the way they feel when we say them, when we hear them, we begin to feel a vibration from them that is actually supportive of us. Sometimes words we hear don't feel so good, and energetically that actually is not helping us at all. So when we clean words up, we find that we are less bothered by things that are said, because we have less words that are, because when we start to deal with words one by one, it does actually make a difference. Even if it's just one word at a time that we clean up, that actually does make a difference. It seems so silly because, of course, we've all been using language our whole life. We use words all day long, thousands of words every day. And we don't really think of them in the powerful way that they really affect us each and every day, all day long. So yes, cleaning up even a few words at a time is a huge energetic benefit for anyone who does it. So I am going to offer those word banks free of charge, so you can come and find out what's all the word about this word alchemy. Why would you want to actually learn to do it for yourself? What is the big benefit? Well, the big benefit is that there is a choice around language. You become the sovereign chooser of how words feel for you. And that's how we get out from under the spell of words, meaning that the energy that words have been given to us with, as we begin to switch that, we become free of that energy, freer in all ways to just live life more freely. And all things can spring from that. So language is something we're all using all the time, and this is a tool that helps us actually take what is for all of us borrowed language, because all of us have been passed down this language. So it's borrowed. This system comes in this new time on earth. I've had it for a while, but it's like it's made just for these times. It came, it was brought through me. You know, so many magical things happened, and it's here, and it does this wild, wonderful thing with words that actually leads to sovereign relationship with language and sovereign relationship with words. Words that we've chosen to have a certain energy puts us in the seat in a different way with language. And once we've done that with even a small collection of words, life does present differently, and things feel fresher. So you can feel fresh too. And and if you're unsure, you should keep on coming on by. Oh, there's that should word again. See how suggestive words are. So again, it's a suggestion. If you're interested in this, but you're not ready to take a plunge into word alchemy, you can just keep following along with these videos, because every day I've got 3 words, and you can keep trying it. And when the ding, ding, ding goes for you, you'll know how to find me, and you'll know how to find the deck. And you'll be sure you want it. And that's what you want to do. You want to be sure that you want to do it, because it's not a magic pill. You will have to do stuff. It's not a magic pill, but it is indeed a wonderful oracle. And it really helps with things that have been stubborn and persisted for a long time. So I will say that it does shake us out of old patterns and fixations that may not be for our highest good. All right, so I invite you back tomorrow for the letter that follows P, which of course is Q, the letter Q. That should be a fun day. 3 Q words coming your way tomorrow. Bye-bye.